Here is each and everything you need to know about affirmations. Hey guys, hope you're well. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you a master class on what affirmations are, why we do them, how we do them, what is the reason that they work, what is the reason that they don't, what are the different kinds of affirmations, and most importantly, I will teach you how to make your own affirmations. So stick till the end. This will be a very informative video. Anyone who actually wants to use affirmations as their manifestation technique, this video is for you. So in this video we will be going in detail in all these areas. So let's get into all these things in a step-by-step manner and understand everything in detail. So the first question is, what are affirmations? What is an affirmation? So when people keep on saying do affirmations, do positive affirmations, or manifestation coaches say change your affirmations, what does that truly mean? So an affirmation is a statement. This statement is basically signifying if something is true or not. This statement can also be a question. A small example of an affirmation is, today is a good day. I am unlucky in love. I am great at relationships. Money is so easy to have. Now, when we talk about affirmations, affirmations are statements that can be asking a question, or affirmations are statements that can be telling something is true for me or not. So affirmations are these statements that we use on a daily basis. This is something that we anyway use on a daily basis in our lives. These are things and statements that you also use without even knowing. So everyone uses affirmations already. Every time you say, this person is this way, I am this way, this is how life is. All of these are affirmations that you are using. Now, why are affirmations important? Why do we need to talk about affirmations? So affirmations is a great manifestation technique. Now we will go into this slowly, okay? So stick around with you understand this slowly. So manifestation techniques are techniques that start to help you live in the end. Okay, living in the end is a major part of how manifestation works. So to live in the end, I need to embody the state of the person who has what they want. To do that, I need four areas to get sorted. The first is my mindset, the second is my perceptions, the third is my actions, and fourth is my boundaries. All of these things in alignment create the version of me that I want. The mindset and the perception part of this is something that is helped by affirmations. That part is something that affirmations can help. So, affirmations is something that helps you live in the end by starting a new belief, a new statement, a new truth in your mind. Now, this is one question that a lot of people ask me. How do affirmations work? So, I will help you with an example through which you are able to understand this. So, there are two ways through which affirmations can work. Now, one is if I'm changing something specific about myself, or if I'm changing something specific about the outside world. So let's say I constantly keep on saying that I'm late. I'm always late, I'm always late, I'm always late. Now because of this, it has become a very big belief in my mind. It has become a belief in other people's minds that Karan is always late. So whenever I'm having this belief, I'm going to perceive the world from that perspective. I'm actually going to always be late. Now I can create an affirmation that starts to tell me I am always on time, Karan is always on time, Karan is always on time, I'm always on time, which will eventually start having me change my perception of how I see myself. And if I change my actions along with it, I will eventually be someone who will mentally and physically always be on time. I will look at myself as someone who is always on time. The other way through which affirmations work is through helping me change some beliefs. So let's say I constantly believe that love is very difficult to get. Because I have this belief, I constantly keep on settling every time I go on dates. I start to assume that, you know what, anytime a person is offering me anything, I need to actually stick to it or pedestalize that person because love is so difficult to get. Because of this belief, let's say I'm struggling. Now, an affirmation can mean that I'm changing this belief. This is the major place that you will see me and other manifestation coaches or mindset coaches or even therapists, mental health consultants in any way, shape, or form give you affirmations to help you change your belief. Now, if I start to affirm here that love is easy to get, love is very, very lucky, I can start to initiate a change in me. Now, will saying this be enough? Because this is a question that I get. Are affirmations magic? Are affirmations magically going to change my life? No. Affirmations are going to create a different perspective of a situation in my mind. Affirmations are going to create a different perspective of that situation. So, if I start to affirm that I am very lucky in love, I am only initiating a change in my mind. I'm starting to believe that I'm unlucky in love. Think about it this way. Let's say my mind believed that there was only one option that I can choose in this area, that love is difficult to get, right? Or I am unlucky in love. Let's say my mind believed that only one of these statements is true, right? Like, because these are on similar lines, so only the negative statement is true, because of which it consistently acts on it. Now, let's say I start affirming that love is easy to get. I'm lucky in love. This is me teaching my mind that there is another option that I can believe in. This is me teaching my mind there is another option I can believe in, and that option can help me get a better set of results in my life, and that option can help me achieve a better result in this particular area of my life too. Now, after I start to believe that, then I will still need to act on it, behave on it, create boundaries and actions according to it. That is what will help me eventually get what I want. So affirmations is a good initiation point. It is not the thing that actually gets me results. And this goes for any manifestation technique. Any manifestation technique doesn't magically gets you results. The purpose of the manifestation technique is to create a change in you. The change in you is what helps you manifest, right? So the purpose of the manifestation technique is to create a change in you. The change in you is what helps you become a different person and helps you get what you are looking for in your life. Now, what are the different types of affirmations and what are the different ways through which we can use affirmations? So there are really two types of affirmations. One is a statement. For example, I'm lucky in love or I'm unlucky in love. These are statements which we call affirmations, and the other form is ask formations. Here we ask questions or we claim a question, because whenever we are asking a question, our mind sometimes just instantly tries to find the answer. This is majorly used when we are having difficulty believing in something to be true. So we start to ask these questions because that is a way that I'm already assuming that that is true. An example of this can be, why am I so great at love? Why is love so easy for me to get? Now, when I ask you this question, or for example, I ask myself this question, Karan, why is love so easy to get? I am not looking if the statement are true or not. I am trying to find an answer of it in my mind. So I'm trying to create a situation where I'm trying to find an answer of this statement. This is where ask formation comes into place. But there are different ways through which we can do affirmations. There are different directions through which we can do affirmations. One way is through doing it on timely basis. So for example, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day. Now this form works very well for people who have a habit of being obsessed every time they repeat something. So if I am someone who, whenever I keep on saying something, I just start to look for results. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Then just doing my affirmations for 10-15 minutes a day is something that can help me create a change in my life, right? For some people, what works is the feeling work. This is something I recommend. This is something I do. Is I set, let's say, a timer of 10 minutes, 2-3 times a day, and I just sit and I just feel my affirmations. So instead of repeating them again and again in my mind, I just sit. So let's say I'm saying that I am lucky in love. So I just repeat it to myself slowly. I am lucky in love. And I start to feel the essence of it. I start to see how it feels in my body. Another way of this is robotic affirmations. Now, robotic affirmations means without having any emotion, you keep on repeating these affirmations in your mind. I'm lucky in love, I'm lucky in love, I'm lucky in love. And you're counting them and you're just repeating them consistently. One issue with robotic affirmations is a lot of times it can force us to actually bypass our emotions, which is something we don't want. So for this, refer to my steps of resistance. It's linked in the bio. This is where I explain about this. Or it can sometimes create more obsession towards it. This is why I rarely recommend robotic affirmations to people, especially when it comes to any topic that you have been struggling with for a while. So let's say a topic like love, with which you have been struggling for a while. I would rarely advise robotic affirmations. I would rarely give robotic affirmations to someone who is struggling in that topic. Now, what are the major issues when it comes to affirmations? The first one is that we start to think that it's a magic solution. So we start to think that if I affirm, I will suddenly get what I want. So let's say I'm affirming, I'm lucky in love, but then I'm still making the wrong choices. I'm still constantly ignoring red flags. I'm still constantly settling when my SP gives me breadcrumbs and doing all these things. Now, whenever I'm doing that, somewhere the hope in my mind is that I will just affirm my way out of it. But through that affirmation, the change that is being brought up in me, I will also need to change my actions, change the way that I act, change my boundaries and everything, right? A second major issue which comes to affirmations is I don't do them well, which means let's say I need to do the feeling work, or let's say I need to do different kinds of affirmations, but I'm just consistently repeating things that I want. So let's say I have an issue where I am really settling in love, right? Just like the one I explained before. So I keep on saying, no, no, this person is giving me more, this person is giving me more, this person is giving me more, instead of focusing on that real issue, which is I am someone who's lucky in love, because that is the reason why I'm settling. So focusing on the main issue is as important as what way I do affirmations and what techniques that I do. Now, how to make your own affirmations? This is the one that you guys wanted to hear the most. So how to make your own affirmations? So the first thing is there is no correct way to affirm, right? You can go with affirmations, ask formations, whichever one works for you. Now, you can also have different kinds of affirmations for each area of your life. What I would recommend if you're starting with affirmations, or if you have previously tried this technique but it hasn't worked for you, is to start with 10-15 minutes 2-3 times a day. Make only 3 to 5 affirmations so that you can really focus on them. Now, ask yourself, what are the core issues that I have about this topic, right? Try to find out the core belief behind this topic. Let's understand this with an example. So let's say I have this habit of constantly seeing if someone has texted me or not. This can go with friends, with anyone. So whenever I text them, I'm just constantly checking my phone. Now, instead of affirming, everyone keeps texting me all the time, which is just giving into that checking behavior, I will ask myself, why do I do that? So, let's say the example and the reason behind this is that I am doing this because when someone texts me instantly, I assume that as a sign of respect, right? Or that I assume that they like me. Okay, so this is what I believe, right? Is it really possible for everyone to always text me back on time? Not really. Is it really the correct metric for me to believe and to connect my worth to? No. Here, the issue can be that I believe my worth is connected to someone else. So I can start to affirm I'm worthy as I am, right? This is how I can create affirmations for the core topics. Another thing I would actually add in my affirmations is the word I feel or I allow myself, because these are ways through which I can make myself feel better. So instead of saying I am safe and secure, I can sometimes say I feel safe and secure, because me having something or being something or me affirming something and feeling something can be totally different things. Now, one thing that is very important when it comes to affirmations is to make sure that whenever you are doing affirmations, as you are targeting the core issues, you are also seeing how should it create a behavioral change in my life. So if I am saying that I'm worthy in love or I'm worthy as I am, how would I start acting in my daily life because of it? That is also a very important part and parcel of affirmations technique. Last thing that I would say is that a lot of people say that, Karan, what should I affirm? Can I add things that I will? Can I add things or words which are having negative words? Let's say no or something, right? Absolutely, you can. So earlier we used to think that, me affirming I will get what I want will actually push me away. In some situations, it can. But what I need to see is how is that affirmation making me feel. So for one topic, let's say the topic is I will get into a relationship. I can say I am blessed to be in a happy and healthy relationship, or I can say I will get into a happy and healthy relationship. Now, in truth, earlier we used to think that, the second one will actually take you away from what you want. but it's really not true. As long as saying the second one makes you feel closer to that relationship, that's fine. But if you're just saying it to delay something, then it's not fine. So you need to ask yourself, what exact words help me get into that state faster? Because then I have to use those words, and those words are the words that will help me reach my goal and my target. So I really hope that all of your doubts are cleared. I tried to make this video as extensive as possible. If you have any questions in relation to affirmations, drop them down below. I will answer them in some way, shape, or form, either here or on my Instagram channel. And I will see you guys in the next video, which is going to be a beautiful, beautiful success story, which you will love and absolutely adore. So I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you learned something today and hope you have a good day ahead.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share if you liked the video. The link for my one-on-one coaching, my self-help courses, and my free newsletter are in the description box below.